Just a quick reminder to subscribe if you enjoy my videos.
So let's talk about it while I'm shopping. You said you don't want me on Red Note Good. And you obviously don't care about the Chinese people because one girl is bawling her eyes out because now she cannot receive news because everyone flocked to this Chinese app, and the news that they were receiving, that because they don't live in China, they separated by IP addresses. So the Chinese people that live here in America, their IP address is international, meaning that whatever news is being aired in China, they won't be able to see it. So if something is important and they need to see the news because of, their family, or make sure everything's okay in China, because they're here in America, they can't do that. So you won't be able to see Chinese people that post content on Red Note, and the people in China that are on the Red Note app won't be able to see your videos that you're posting from America, because now the IP addresses are going to be separate. They're already in talks of that. There are a lot of Chinese people who are crying because now they cannot receive news. So yeah, you know what? And not only that, you just gave your information to a Chinese app. And I know people are going to say, well, all apps have our information. When you delete the app, they still have your information stored. When you delete the app, they still have access to all your content. They can use it however they want. They don't have to pay you. It's a communist country. People fail to realize that you can be extradited from here to China if you break a law and have to face years in prison in China. And you think that's bad. Chinese prisons are different than American prisons. They're very different than American prisons. People think that it's like free speech over there. The LGBTQ is censored because of how they are, and Chinese people fail to realize that. Social justice things cannot be posted there, like racism, all of that sorts. It's not going to fly on that app. It's just going to have to be kiddie videos and makeup tutorials or recipes, and it's not going to show you real life. You're not going to be able to post racism or talk about that stuff, and real life matters are not going to be allowed on Red Note. So to all you people that flock to Red Note, you ain't going to get reality when it comes to like what's going on in the real world, because Chinese app is going to heavily censor for all those being like, I'm learning Chinese to go to the Red Note, or ha ha ha. No, the Chinese people that are dragging us on Red Note are not dragging us because they're being funny. They're dragging us because they don't like you on that app. Because now they're realizing how their app just got screwed up. So now you're getting dragged by the Chinese people who are on this app, not because they find you funny, because they really don't like you. Like, and I'm trying to share this video of this girl bawling her eyes out because now she's not going to get news because you wanted to save TikTok or protest. And that's what you get. I don't know what to tell you guys. You need to read the terms and conditions of that app and delete your account right away. That's all I'm going to say. Have a good day. Let's get into this comment because people keep saying this. That is not why I got banned. TikTok is literally saying that it was AI generated, created. If that's the case, then people on TikTok should not be allowed to play Sims either. Anybody who plays Sims should permanently lose their live stream like I did. I'm tired of people saying this. When the live stream that I was playing Sims, I was literally pregnant and trying to get my Sims to eat. I was literally putting my kid to bed and playing with my kid and giving my kid baths and giving my people showers, because that's what you do on Sims, right? Having my Sims literally went to work, and then I had to restart the game because it was so frozen. I had to start over again, and when I started over again, I forgot to save it, so my Sims woke up before they had to go to work, and literally my girl Sims went to work while my husband stayed home doing the same thing that I did before I forgot to save it, which was playing with his kid, literally setting up my kid's room, putting up finishing touches on my house, and I was literally trying to make my Sims eat, and someone said that the counter needed to be cleared because that's why she couldn't prepare her food, because the counter space needed to be empty, so I made an empty counter space. That's what I was doing. You guys gotta stop saying the woohoo part because it still doesn't matter. It's Sims. Sims is allowed on TikTok. It's literally a function when you press what game that you're playing is Sims. I did that way before this live stream that I got banned. And I never got banned during those live streams, nor did I ever get any violations. The funny thing about it is that TikTok don't tell you exactly what it is that is a violation. They literally said AI generated child, I can't say the word, that I made an AI generated video harming a child, which is not true because it's Sims. That is literally defamation. That is literally a target and attack and could happen to anyone. It has nothing to do with the woohoo of Sims in front of the child when literally my child has always been asleep. Asleep. If TikTok does not want to allow games where you can do stuff like that, they shouldn't allow you to play Sims 4 or click to press what your game is, what category, because you can press to play Sims 4. Are you seriously justifying TikTok falsely accusing me of something I didn't do? That is not AI generated video. That is literally a game. I was playing Sims. I read the actual violation. It has nothing to do with woohooing. It literally says youth endangerment and abuse. Where is the youth endangerment and abuse when I was just playing with my kid? So it's an abuse to have time with your kid and play with your kid and give your kid a piggyback ride? That's abuse? That's straight up abuse to give your kid a piggyback ride. It's literally a Sims game. And I know people keep making fun because I keep saying it's Sims. It is so frustrating that I've had this account since Musically and not once have I ever lost my account like this. It is so crazy how TikTok is so strict but yet not so strict. You've literally got people on here. There's a trend right now of them in the background woohooing in real life, straight up corn. There's a whole other trend where they're posting to like the Beyonce song, I believe it is, and it's like the ghost filter, and then in the background you could see them straight up having on TikTok. So if that was the case, that's not youth endangerment and abuse. You know what that is? Nudity. If they had a problem, they should have marked the violation correctly. Instead of giving me some BS explanation as to why I literally got violated. And the thing that annoys me the most is that large content creators will pass by my video and not care because they're making their money off of TikTok. F other creators that have to go through something like this. I'm not the only one who got permanently banned. Someone literally got violation. You know why they got flagged? Someone literally got flagged for talking about a baby shower. Do you know that? Someone literally got flagged for even talking about their baby shower. Do you know how frustrating it is? You've got people doing things that I can't even explain in this video because I'm getting silenced on this app that is way worse than what they're trying to say. I don't have kids in real life. I was not displaying any videos that had any harm to any children. I was just playing Sims, and I'm going to repeat it whether people like it or not. It's just Sims. Like, you have to be one type of person to justify and say that this is totally okay because you don't like me and you think it's funny. You know what's funny is when someone is not here because their whole happiness got taken away. I worked hard on my live streams. I went live every day since Musically and never once have I been kicked off. It is so frustrating that large content creators will continue to keep moving on with their lives while I have to sit here and fight for my live stream back. I was wrongfully targeted, but large content creators are so concerned about a body and a rug. This is my livelihood. I do make money outside of TikTok, but people do not understand how hard it is for me to even exist in public. With everything that has happened to me and my anxiety, it is so frustrating. It's it's beyond frustrating. Nobody ever has outrage for me. But if it was their large favorite content creator that lost, um, live stream status, everyone would be making videos. They would be outraged. They would be reaching out to TikTok. I appreciate the people who support and reaching out, but it's not going to work unless there's a large content creator who has connections within TikTok. Otherwise, I'm sorry, we're not going to be heard. I've made TikTok so much money on live streams. I've literally had so much subscribers. I've worked my tail off, and for them to say sorry, there is nothing we can do. I'm being blatantly targeted by some moderator who I literally been getting violation after violation after violation on my story for speaking up, and then I get it back only to worry that I'm probably going to get another violation on top of it because they give me one back and they take a violation away and then they give me another one. This is so frustrating. We don't literally have freedom of speech on this app. This is the very same app that wants us to fight for them, to stop them from being banned from the government, but they don't care about their if they cared about minor safety, why is there corn all up and down their page, plastered on the For You page if they were so concerned about minor safety? Oh, you're so concerned about the youth safety, but you still allow trends with corn straight up on it? Yeah, sure. You can mute the audio, but what good is that when they're always going to come up with another trend to post straight up corn? This is frustrating, man. This app cannot be totally serious with the youth safety. I didn't harm any youth. I literally said my page is only for 21 plus. So there should not be youth existing on my page, nor should there be youth interacting with people that are over the age of 30. Unless they're people that do like Miss Rachel. Otherwise, younger people should not be interacting with my page. People don't understand how physically frustrating it is. But y'all will continue with your lives. Y'all will not care. And y'all will just act like you don't need to speak up because you don't like me. And you know it's unfair that I got banned. But you won't do anything. And I don't care if this video is 8 minutes long and you don't stay to hear all of it. That's a you problem, not a me. I'm not going to shorten my videos just to get it sweet and simple. I'm going to say everything I have to say in this video. Frankly, I am tired of TikTok's BS. I'm tired of the BS automated AI system that is literally reviewing this stuff. I am tired of the constant targets from moderators that work at TikTok that are absolutely Trumpies. And I'm tired of the bigotry on this app that TikTok continues to allow. You allow black women to get threatened up and down this app, had Gloria pushed off this app, but yet you are worried about minor safety? I'm done. Like, seriously. I'm just going to have to build up my backup, and that's that. I'm sick and tired. I'm not going to go back and forth with TikTok about recovering my account because they're never going to recover my account. Okay, so let's address this. Unemployed, pushing 31. I'm not pushing 31, I'm 30. Maybe you don't know math very good, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I don't know math very good. I have a learning disability. So if math is not your strong suit, then yeah. You've only made one sale off of your stolen brand merch. And what are you talking about? This? So there was a Discord, right? And I had talked about for the longest time doing a design with the Mountain Dew logo. Because Mountain Dew is on brand for me because I drank Mountain Dews every day on my live streams until they got boycotted. You know, for Gaza, I stopped drinking Mountain Dew. But I used to be a heavy Mountain Dew drinker on my live streams. A Mountain Dew every day on lives. So it became a thing of mine. So I was like, let me make my name in the Mountain Dew logo. Let me figure out how to do this. Mind you, I am not the smartest when it comes to my learning disability. I looked everywhere on the internet, tried to find fonts, tried to look up things. I literally said on my lives that I was going to put my name in the Mountain Dew logo and sell merch. This Discord tried to profit off of my trauma make this merch, right? This TophiaChu, and tried to sell it to make money off of my name. Stolen what? This is literally my username. I've been profiting off of this username for years. When they lied and tried to say that they trademarked my username, it was so insane to me and crazy that I freaked out and didn't know what to do because this was my brand. They tried to trademark my brand and also said they was going to trademark Shorty Bay's name and take Shorty Bay's name and trademark it to be hateful. The same people that literally think it's funny what's happening to Daniel Larson, but are the same people turning around saying that the person that was in their Discord that caused Daniel Larson his problems wanted to call them out. But here they are doing the same thing and laughing at what's happening to Daniel Larson. Yeah, they're the same people that attacks and targets disabled people. And I'm not the only one. There's been lesser known people that have called them out for ableism and they try to act like as if they're not ableist. Saying that someone demonized their autism. And rather than apologize because that person called them ableist, they turned around and said, I'm not ableist, and removed the person from the Discord because they didn't want to take accountability for that. They constantly target and attack disabled people. And there are smaller creators of a larger creator, I'm not saying who, that have witnessed what has happened to me and said that they don't understand why people are bullying me as much as I'm getting bullied. And that they do feel it's ableism towards me, which it is. They've also made fun of my dad's mental illness. They said my mom is not really hard of hearing, and they talk about my mom's disability. They talk about me and my whole family, and literally make fun of my disability. And they thought they could make this merch before I did and profit off of me. They're crazy. So I took my username, because they're not TophiaChu. I'm TophiaChu. I'm Chu Crew. I created that hashtag. They just took that hashtag and tried to be hateful with it. I'm Chu Crew. I'm TophiaChu. I said we need like a little community name for the people of minds. So why don't I call you guys Chu Crew? Because you know how celebrities and how influencers have a name for their supporters and things like that. So back before all of these people hated me, that's what I came up with. And they made my username and tried to profit off of me after I said I was going to create my username with the Mountain Dew logo. So no, I've made more than several purchases, and people actually said that they are glad that I did what I did with this design because I shouldn't let them profit off of me and my family. Making fun of my living situation, but making money off of someone who is struggling financially. Because even if you have all these views and all of these followers on social media, does not mean you make loads of money. And I have combined over the 4 years that I've been on social media, combined all together, yes. But that money goes because you got to pay bills. I took trips. I literally helped my father when he needed to because I became a Bank of America. And it's hard for people to understand that. But you think it's funny that the Discord's supposed to just profit off of me? They're not TophiaChu. That is not their username. That is my username. That is me. So why am I going to let someone make not a TikTok shop, make a shop and try to sell merch off of me with my name? Because they're being petty. You're mad because I'm selling their designs they made for me for free. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have to pay anybody for that design. That's me. That's all me. Thank you for the free promotion. Thank you for the free design. I'm going to take it. It's my username. I came up with the idea first. I couldn't put it into action because, mind you, I have this learning disability. But thank you. This merch looks real nice. $34.33 is not bad. And the reason why I can't make it lower is because on print-on-demand shops, you have to make some slight sort of profit. So they won't let you lower it even lower because they say you have to make money off of it. That you have to make some slight like profit. So yeah, that's why it's not lower. But anyways, stay mad because you're mad. You're a hater. You don't like that I'm making money off of this. So kick rocks and have a good day. Because you know, one thing about me is I will never sit here hating on the internet because my design ain't selling because I tried to steal from a creator and I failed miserably. How is that Printify shop working for them? Failing? Yes, exactly. Exactly as I thought it would. Anyways, have a nice day or don't. Goodbye. I'm friends with the sub, and Tophia never checked her age, though she says 18 plus. I didn't say 18 plus. I said 18 plus to go live. You're confusing the two. Your friend lied about her age and said she was a grown adult. When I checked the recent subscribers, literally none of them had their age in their bio. I stopped my live stream, and what did I do? Go to the profiles and look at people. I can't go into their account when I'm live. And after I got off live, I went to search subscribers and I could not find your friend. Because of all the recent subs that I've had, like all the old subs and recent subs, it wasn't loading your friend. First of all, why don't you tell people why your friend lied about her age when I said who is 13? She said, I'm an adult. I'm not 13. And then proceeded to lie. On top of that, when I clicked on people's profile, what did I say? It would be beneficial for y'all to have your ages in your profile. That way it would help people gratefully. It would help people a lot. What I said was it's 21 plus on my page. But now I'm starting to think I might allow 18 plus because that's what the app allows. But I'm sick and tired of this. Leave me alone. You know the accusations against me and you want to come lie? My live streams are fully screen recorded from that time. TikTok fully screen records my live streams. And if I have to show her parents those messages where she lied about her age and is also using her parents' money because child labor laws, 13-year-olds don't have a job. So where did she get the money to pay for that subscription? Where? She was using her parents' money to pay for a subscription. And she was already getting a refund because she knew she wasn't allowed to spend her parents' money. This is insane work. This is crazy. And I'm not even going to receive an apology from any of you. From either of you. That's crazy. The crazy part about this is trolls are going to defend this and defend this because they don't like me. But y'all know I stopped mid my live stream to figure out who it was and almost blocked random subscribers because of her. Do you know that? I almost blocked recent subscribers because I didn't trust nobody. I almost said, you know what? I'm going to block these subscribers. They almost got falsely accused because of your friend. Better safe than sorry. I'm sorry, you know. Of course, I have to be safe. So if I didn't know who it was, better safe than sorry. Just block every recent sub because I'm not going to play these games. Are you going to apologize to me? No, you're not. You're not even going to apologize. And I think their parents should know what they're doing on the internet. That their parents should get involved. So I should show them where they were in my comment section lying about their age, right? And I don't care about your BS reply to me because it's BS. You said I didn't do enough, but I did. Man, this is just something. It's something every single day. You know, my apology is not going to be given. But anyways, have a good day.